Now to a closer look at the effect the looming crisis could have on federal families. Federal workers are now bracing for missed paychecks as Congress moves toward a potential government shutdown. If Congress doesn't reach a deal by September 30th, millions of government employees will go without pay.
So let's bring in NBC News senior policy reporter Shannon Pettypiece for more on this. Shannon, Ryan was talking a little bit about it there, but break down the full effect this shutdown is going to have on federal employees. Just how many federal civilian workers will be impacted?
Well, by some estimate, it could be around 4 million workers who start missing their paycheck if there isn't some action by Congress in the coming days. We're talking about people like TSA agents and air traffic controllers at the airports, Border Patrol agents. Ryan mentioned members of the military, but just also people working in their local Social Security office, processing checks. You see that map up on the screen there. That shows the widespread nature of the federal workforce. And while a lot of it isn't concentrated in Washington, D.C., we're talking about people in states like Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, all states that have big shares of federal workers who could be impacted here. So this shutdown could be felt very deep for a lot of communities. And if it goes on for more than a few weeks, the effects really could be widespread across the country.
Shannon, the shutdown comes at a time when families are already struggling to deal with rising costs from inflation. So how are families planning to cope?
Well, I heard about a lot of anxiety from federal workers talking about things like canceling vacations, having to rely on friends and family, maybe having to go to their local food bank. To have a listen to what just a couple workers had to tell me.
It's bare bones. Folks have to rely on their, extended families, or they have to rely on their places of worship for things like this, and even sometimes soup kitchens. And I know that to a lot of folks that might sound extreme, but it is true.
A lot of us are just single parents like myself that struggle to make ends meet already. So we will be going to the food banks. You will see federal workers who are required to work and ones that are furloughed during a shutdown that are not getting paid, going into the food bank.
And in Washington, D.C., at the Capital Area Food Bank, where I'm at here today, they estimate there's about 100,000 federal employees who could struggle to pay for food, who will need to rely on assistance from food banks potentially. And that's just federal workers. And as Ryan noted, it doesn't include all these government contractors doing everything from working for federal agencies to just working in cleaning crews for some of these federal offices in Washington, D.C., or in the cafeteria. The last shutdown, the Capital Area Food Bank said that they gave out 4,000 meals a week just to federal employees.
So, Shannon, for the last 20 minutes, we've been talking about the Hollywood strike. We've been talking about the auto workers strike. Now we have a potential government shutdown. What kind of toll could that have on the economy? We've been towing this line, trying to fight inflation, avoid a recession. But could this lead to a recession?
So when I talked to past economists, they said that this shutdown, and of course we've had a number in recent years, but this one comes at a particularly precarious time for the economy because of those things you mentioned. And while unemployment is low, we do have this persistent inflation. And economists warn that if this shutdown is something that goes beyond a few weeks, if it goes more than a month, like we saw back in 2019, this is the type of thing that could put enough pressure on the economy that the growth does start to slow down, and that we could potentially be tipped into a recession if we start looking at a really prolonged government shutdown.
All right, a lot of anxiety for a lot of people. Shannon Pettypiece, thanks so much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.